Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to another predictions video. And in today's video, I'm going to be predicting the Strickland versus Cannonier fight. If you are new around here though and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do need like the video, and let's get straight into it. So going into this fight, Strickland is 25-4 with 10 KOs and 4 submissions, and Cannonier is 15-6 with 10 KOs and 2 submissions. Strickland is ranked 7th and Cannonier is ranked 3rd in the middleweight rankings. Cannonier's last fight was a loss via unanimous decision versus Adesanya, where he did give a good account for himself, but at times it did seem like Adesanya was drifting through that fight because it didn't really look too difficult for him. Strickland's last fight was a loss via KO in round 1 versus Pereira, which is obviously a big loss and a tough defeat to take, but since then Pereira, obviously, if you keep up to date with UFC, has gone on to become middleweight champion, and so it doesn't look too bad now. It doesn't look as bad as what it did, because the fact that now he's lost against the champion instead of just losing to a top contender as in that kind of dominant of a fashion kind of shows that it's not too bad. But yeah, it's still not great, and he wasn't smart from him to just kind of walk into that punch which got him knocked out. And I mean, that's obvious, but you can't be doing that in a fight and expect to win. Both fighters are heavy hitting strikers, which is something which I'm looking forward to. Normally I don't really speak about UFC fight nights too much, but this main event was one that I'm excited for, and I think can be a big fight and can kind of change things up in the middleweight division a bit. Both fighters have been kind of around the top rankings in the middleweight division for a while, and so I think this will kind of shake things up a little bit. I mean, this is shown through the factors. Strickland has big wins against Allen, Hall and Hermansson, and Cannonier has big wins versus Silva, Hermansson, Gastelum and Brunson. That kind of showcases the level in which both fighters have been at for a while now. Cannonier is 38 and Strickland is 31, so I don't really know how much longer Cannonier is going to be about in this kind of level 4, and I'm sure both fighters are going to want to really give it their all, because if either of them do lose, then realistically it's not really going to set them up for the title anytime soon, because if Cannonier loses, that's 2 on the bounce and he's already ranked 7th, so he'll probably drop to even lower, and then he's going to have to fight somebody even lower in the rankings, and we'll probably have to have 2 to 3 fights to be able to get back up to that world title level. Obviously he's got a bit more time than seemingly Cannonier has, as if he loses this, it's going to be a similar kind of situation. He's just lost to a 7th ranked guy, and so he's going to drop down as well and he's going to have to fight somebody at a lower level, and so yeah, we'll have to fight probably 2 to 3 fights as well to be able to get back up to the world title rankings. Strickland is the slight favourite for this fight from what I've read about. I think that Cannonier will win via TKO in round 2. I think Cannonier is the smarter, more technical and better fighter as a whole. Strickland, I don't think he is what he used to be, and I think that Pereira fight really showcased his weaknesses, and I believe if Cannonier is smart and doesn't rush into anything, then he can get him out there in the second round via TKO. It could be via KO if he's doing what he did against Pereira. But yeah, that I think is what's going to be the case for this fight. And then Cannonier, I mean, he's going to have a few options after that realistically. Vittori, Whittaker, always good options in that middleweight division, high level ranked guys, and can be, or are always around the kind of top 3, top 4 contenders really. And of course Pereira, if he wants to go on and try and defend his title, nobody really knows what's going on with that at the moment, because he could fight Adesanya again, he could try and go for a title defense against a top contender, and so somebody like Cannonier could be that guy. I mean, Adesanya's beating him, so if Pereira wants to prove that he can beat him in a better fashion, then that could be something that he might want to do. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope you did enjoy. Like the video if you did need, like this, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.